morning, welcome. I'm Olivia. This is my SilverSneakers Flex Chair Yoga class. It is July 1st here, and the day is absolutely gorgeous. We do have a little fan running, so I apologize if you can't hear. Crank up your sound a little bit if you need to. All right, edge of your seat. If anybody listened to the last two, they've been a little noisy because of the fan, but we can't go without it. Yeah. All right. Settle on into the back of the seat.
You said back, you said front.
I did?
Yes.
I lied. The back. Give yourself a moment. Has anybody watched that thing about chemistry? What's that lady's name? It's a series. At the end of it, she's a cook, but she's also a chemist. At the end of it, she says, "Lessons in chemistry." If you haven't seen it, it's lovely. She says at the end, she says, "Children, set the table. Your mother needs a moment." Here we are. I'm going to give you a moment. Thank you, Mark. I couldn't think of the name of it. A couple of deep breaths. Enjoy this moment just to yourself before your brain starts to get scrambled. So think of that nest of cords and cables that get all tangled up, and just breathe them open in your head. Soften the hard spots. And just let the corners of your mouth drop in a little bit of a smile. Take the deepest breath you've taken, open your mouth, sigh, and let's move out to the edge of the seat and begin. So feet under the knees, nice and tall, let the shoulders release away from the ears. Create as much space as you can between the shoulders and the earlobes. And then let the ribs and the hips connect to one another here. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. You'll feel the belly move a little bit. It's not as easy when you're in seated mountain pose, but let it move. Let the shoulders move out. Feel the rib cage expand. More attention to your breath than perhaps you've taken. And then let the hands slide all the way to the kneecaps. I want you to separate the shoulder blades as you tuck the chin towards the chest. And then on an inhale, draw the hands, the shoulders back, and just lift the heart. And then again, let's do this over and over. Tucking the chin, stretch across the back, draw the shoulder blades together, stretch across the chest. All right? And again. Using your breath, inhale as you lift. Exhale as you tuck your chin. And then just sit up nice and tall. We're going to go to the lower half now. So sitting nice and tall, I just want you to tuck the tail. Roll back towards the back side of your sit bones, and then push to the very tip of your sit bones. And then again. Try to let the shoulders relax here as you do this, so the focus goes just on the bottom half. That navel comes towards your spine. One more time. And inhale. Let's take the arms up. I'm going to start them right here. So focusing on that vertebrae right there between the base of the rib cage and the top of the pelvis. So where you're probably the most flexible. And then if this is accessible, let's go ahead and take the arms out. Make a little more work for ourselves in the core. And 2 more. All right, so now we're gonna make this figure 8. I'm gonna go down, up this way, and then down, up this way. Down and around. Right past the legs, to the back. And 2 more. And then come to the center. Let's get a little more shoulder rolling. That started it right there, for sure. Up and around. Oh, that's a good crackling. And then if this is accessible, forms. Oh my goodness. All right, let's leave them up here in goalpost arms, I call. Yeah. Drop the hands. And then lift the hands. See if you can keep the elbows lined up with the shoulders. And back up. 1 more time. And back up. And then side to side. Windshield washer. And then let's just hold those out. I'm going to reach as if we were in Warrior 2. So I'm going to allow this left shoulder to come forward just a little bit as I look over the 2-piece fingers. And then we'll go the other way. Everybody's arms get tired? A little bit, huh? Let that right shoulder come forward a little bit. Look over the 2-piece fingers. Come back to the center. Press open. And then just let them relax. Ooh, that feels good. All right, right knee up. Circle the ankle. Wiggle your toes if you can. And then press out. And in. Out to the side. Come right back in. Pressing out. Again, try to keep head over, heart over pelvis here as you do this. And again, 1 more time. Let's hold this out here. I would call this like seated big toe pose. And then release back down. Walking in. Other side. All right, little circle. Wiggle your toes if you can. And then out. Come right back in. And out to the side. And then again. 2 more. And last one. Now hold it there. Find the tip of the sit bones. Keep that foot flexed right there. And then let it go down. Walking. All right, deep breath in. Hinge at the hip. Lead with the heart going down. Look down towards the toes. Halfway rise. Press into the shins right there. And let's come into seated airplane pose here. So stretch the arms back right here. Palms to the ground, knuckles to the ceiling. And then we're going to circle sweep all the way up. Clasp the hands. Tuck the tailbone. Lifting up. Into airplane pose again. Hinge at the hip. Knuckles to the ceiling. Bring the hands forward. Tuck the tailbone. Up and around. 1 more time. Airplane pose. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Heart coming forward. Grab hold. Tuck back. And all the way. Turn to the right and let the arms float down. Look down towards your hip. Towards the leg of the chair. And then we're going to clasp the hands right there. Lift them up and over and go the other way. Same thing. Down towards the earth, towards your hip. And then clasp the hands, look up. Lift them up. Let's take this side stretch here. Holding on. Drop your shoulders, everyone. Fire on those core muscles. And then over to the other side. Same thing. Just framing your face right here. So I'm sort of pulling out on my hands right there. And then release them back down. All right, hands on the thigh muscles, pressing down, draw the shoulders down. Let's go ahead and hinge at the head. My elbows are traveling back here a little bit. Holding on, holding on. And then release down and roll back up. Take one elbow there, reaching up. Take this side stretch a little bit deeper now. And again. And again. All right, so we're going to stay over here. Let that hand drop to the ground, almost like you're going to reach down towards the toes. Reach that hand forward, up, and around. We go the other way, same thing over. Reach down towards your feet, towards the toes, and then reach forward, up, and over. And let's go around. All right. All those things that should feel pretty darn good, right? Switch directions. All right. And so we rise up, feet underneath you. You know you have choices. You can wait till the very last one. We're going to do it 6 times. Inhale, lift. Here we go. Inhale. Now, slow down. Inhale. Slow down. See if you can pop up. Pop up. Slow down. Find that chair. Pop up. Slow down. Reach. Pop up. Nice, nice. Slow down. Pop up. I think we stay, right? All the way back down. All right. And then shake out. Let that foot leave the ground there as you turn that body. Yeah. And let the arms just slap. And then everybody clears out. All righty, very good. Round to the back of the chair. Have a drink of water. Let me get this adjusted here. All right. And where did my water go?
There was a water there. Was that yours?
Thank you. Thank you. All right, downward facing dog. Slide on back. Sideways here a little bit. Turn that tailbone to the back wall. Now soften the knees if you need to do this. You just feel a great stretch down the back of the leg. If your arms are bent, see if you can straighten them a little bit. Breathe. All right. Take your gaze over the chair. Walk into the chair. I just want you to press that hand down into it as if you were trying to keep that chair right there. So press the hand down into it, nice and hard. Draw the shoulder down as well. All right, and then we're going to lift that arm up. Maybe see if it'll go behind the back and swing it back down. Let's do it one more time. Lifting up, see how far back it'll go and swing it down. All right, other side. So I'm going to step back. So it's not here, just like when we're trying to press on our thighs. Not here. Drop that shoulder down. Press the heel of the hand into the chair. I'm going to fire on my core muscles, but also I'm using the shoulder. It's going to open the shoulder up to give us maybe a little more range of motion. Right, with it. So press down firmly onto it. My weight's kind of on the chair here. Shoulders are down as well. My arm's kind of shaking. All right, here we go. Lifting up. Tuck it behind if that works. And down. And we do it one more time. And tuck it behind. And down. Now let's try downward facing dog. Step on back. Straighten the arms first this time if you can. And then lower the heart towards the earth. Soften the knees. See if that feels any different. See if you've got a little more space in that shoulder for that stretch. All right, taking the gaze over the chair. Step that right foot in and turn that left toe to the off on the diagonal. We'll see how this works today. I'm not walking well today. Okay, coming up into warrior one. Drop your shoulders. Nice, beautiful. Turn the palms to the front, but let the knuckles press back a wee bit more. Kind of like you're surprised. Circle sweep. Hinge at the hip right here. Let the fingers reach down towards your heel. And then sense that long line. Like if I put a basketball on the top of your head, it would roll all the way down and pop off the back heel. So feel that long line there. Left hand comes to the chair. Turn to the right wall and let those right fingers reach back to your neighbor behind you. Breathe. All right, let's bring that right hand in. We're going to pop that back foot up and just pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, soften that front knee. Tap the toe and come right back up. And again, tap the toe and back up. Tap and up. Tap and up. One more time. All right, now what I want you to do is lift that toe just a little bit and look to the left wall. And then bring both feet together, deep breath in. Come into chair pose, lest we hit our face on the chair. Back to airplane pose, and circle sweep, come all the way back up, step back on the right. Toe ball heel goes down. It's gonna turn out a little bit, front knee over the ankle, we rise up. Warrior one, drop your shoulders. Surprise, warrior one. And then hinge at the hip. Come into this nice long line right here. Crown of the head to the heel, shoulder blades squeezing together. Right hand to the chair. Little twist, reach to your neighbor behind you like you're trying to get them back there. Breathe. All right, bring that hand to the chair. We pop that back foot up and we pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now sink into that knee and tap the toe. Come back up. And tap it. And tap it. Just a little bit of hand for balance here, if you can. One more time. Now I want you to turn the toe to the right wall and look to the right wall. What the heck, huh? Just a little bit of a turn in that hip. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then both feet back to mountain pose. Deep breath in. Let's come into chair pose. Sink into this. Tailbone goes back. Tailbone turns towards the earth, but the heart lives here. Yeah, we finally get that, huh? And back into airplane pose. Circle sweep. Reach for the wrist. Side stretch over. Framing your face here, and they can come in front. And then side stretch over. And all the way down. Let's step back and we'll take that vinyasa. Forward fold. Halfway rise. Exhale, release back down. Press into the shins. Let that heart come forward. Now soften your knees a little bit. Lift that tail. Lift your tail feathers. And then circle sweep all the way up and down. Nice. Nice combination there. Have a drink of water. Downward facing dog. Now see if you can straighten the elbows there. As you lower the heart, see if that range of motion is any more open there in the shoulder. All right, gazing over the chair, step the right foot outside, step the left foot outside, the legs of the chair there. And let's just keep the toes to the front for a moment. I'm not going to do this, but I want you to rise up on both toes, sink down, and lift both toes. And then again, rise up on the toes, and sink down. Couple more. You wouldn't know I wasn't doing that at all, would you? If I hadn't said that. I shouldn't say anything. And one more time. All right, lift the toes. Let's turn the right one out and drop it down. Coming into warrior two, so that knee over the ankle, back left is straight, and arms are out. A little circle in the wrist. I call this just kind of body da. All right, both arms up. Taking the gaze up, drop your shoulders here. So reconnect the ribs to the hips. You need one hand on the chair. Go ahead and do it. Look over the right fingers. Look to the ground. Look over the left fingers. And look to the ceiling. And let's continue. Right fingers towards the earth. Left fingers towards the sky. So working the neck on this, as well as the shoulders and the arms, and a little coordination, and down. And challenging the balance. Hold this up here. Take a little hinge at the hip, and we're going to drop that left hand into side angle right there. Reach to the ceiling. Hand behind the head. You can go ahead and put that right hand on there. What I want you to do is stretch that elbow behind you a little bit more. Great stretch in the chest right there. And then we're going to circle that arm around. Find that warrior two. Once again, little baby fingers reach back. Arms up. Drop that left hand. That right arm stays up there now. Lovely. Nothing's changed in the low half of my body. Reaching to the ceiling. Let's just try this. See if you can lift that left heel, right heel, sorry. Just a little bit. And then drop the heel, level it out, toes to the front, open wide. Give yourself a hug and tuck the chin. All right, so we go the other way. Turn that toe, sink into the knee, arms out. All right, reaching up. Now look to the left fingers, look towards the earth. Look towards the right fingers, look towards the ceiling. And take this around, do it again. Think about the movement in the neck as you do this. See if you can make this really smooth. And down, and outside, and back up. All right, we draw, little hinge, drop that left hand towards the front, maybe the ceiling, it's up to you. But then we're gonna stretch the chest. So I'm gonna drop that hand to my head. I'm gonna use the chair, stretch that elbow back. All right, coming through to warrior two, arms up. We drop that back hand. Oh, right hand. And then see if you can lift that front heel. So a little more balance. You have to fire on the core muscles again. Nice. All right, drop it, level it out. Hands on the chair. I'm going to hinge at the hips. I'm going to step back just a little bit right here. Hands on the chair, just hinging at the hip. So you've got that chair there for balance. My forehead comes towards the chair. Let's just see if we can stay in this position. Soften the knees. One hand to the hip. And maybe the other one. Elbows are pointing back and up. Now push through the toes. Get yourself right back up. Oh, good morning hamstrings. Feel them all on the back of the leg as you do that. Let's do that again. If you want to put the hands on the chair to hinge here, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, the heart's coming forward. Soften your knees, please. Breathe into the back ribs. Push through the toes. Come right back up. Let's do this. Let's get a little bit closer to the chair. And this time we're going to drop that left hand into the chair. Now you can come to the fingertips or the knuckles, whatever feels good to you. But notice my right shoulder's going to come back. I'm going to reach that right hand to my neighbor behind me, just like we did before. Lifting the heart to me. Yes. Think about that. That heart's going to move right to the front of the room to me. And maybe that arm goes up. Maybe it stays right there. Maybe it comes back to the chair. Does not matter to me. Drop it over to the chair. Square everything up here again. Give yourself a moment's rest. Set the table. Your mother needs a moment. And then we go to the other side. Okay, let's use that left hand right there in the chair to give you a little bit of a twist, to look to the left wall. Maybe reach to your neighbor behind you. Turn the palm to the left wall. You may stay there. You could reach that arm up. You could drop it to the chair or your hip. Still breathing. One more breath. So very, very nice. All right, let's come back to the center. Take a moment there. Soft knees, hands on the hips. We're going to come out of this. Elbows to the back by pushing up on the toes. Oh, nice, nice. Woo-hoo. Walk your feet in, shake them out. Let's take a vinyasa, deep breath in. Step off to the side. Forward fold. There's that halfway rise. And then sink into this. Soften the knees, press the hands into the shins, just below the knees right there. Feel that back work. And then exhale, release into forward fold, reverse swan dive all the way back up. Nice and slow. Hands come right back to the heart. Nobody gets dizzy. Lovely. All right, shake out. Have a drink of water. All right, we're going to try balance. From mountain pose. Slide that right foot back. Toe ball heel. goes to the ground. Comfortable walking step here. Look down. All feet, both of your feet, should be facing the front of the room. And we're going to come up nice and tall. Oh boy. Nice deep breath in. Reach to the ceiling. Still in balance mode, drop one hand to the chair if you need to. I'm going to bend my front knee a little bit, hands to the heart. Come to that back toe. See if you can let the heel leave the earth. And as we come into airplane pose, use the chair if you need to. Otherwise, I'm just going to lift and hold. Drop that toe to the ground. Drop the toe out. Straighten that front leg. I'm going to turn my body to the right wall and lift up on that left hand, coming into reverse triangle. Beautiful. Both hands to the heart. Push forward. Sink into both knees. Pull back. Both my knees are bent here. Push forward. Pull back. Push forward. All right, this time step that back foot in, both feet together, reach to the ceiling, upward salute, and release back down. Step back on the other foot, pyramid pose, nice and easy. Step a part that's going to be comfortable for you so you can keep both knees not locked, but straight, both hip bones on high beams, taking the gaze up. Now, if you need the chair, please drop one foot to it. I'm going to lift that back heel. Lovely balance. Hands to the heart, and we're going to lift that back foot. Airplane pose, using the chair anytime you need it. Put that toe down. Turn the toe out this time. Straighten the front leg, straighten the back leg, lift into reverse triangle pose, holding there. Feel you are as tall, as long as you can possibly be, from the fingertips to the feet. So watch you haven't sunk into that back hip. Keep the tailbone to the ground. All right, we bend both knees, and here we are. We're going to push forward, draw back. And again, so nice. Draw back. Scare the children away. And again. And one more time. All right, here we go. We come back forward, step both feet together, reach to the ceiling, upward salute, reach, and forward fold. Step away from the chair, halfway rise. Oh, slide down. Let that heart come forward again. All right, we're going to circle stoop, come into chair pose, hands to the heart. Be sure you can still see your toes. Watch them not disappear, but stay present. Turn the tailbone towards the ground, but lift the heart and see if we can come into powerful pose. Drop your shoulders. A lot of work, right? Sink a wee bit deeper. And then rise up. Circle down. All right, whew, goodness. Shake out your legs. Have a drink of water. I think we'll sit back down. My foot's hurting. I need to take these shoes off when I get home. I would here, but I can't walk then, so I should have worn my sandals today. All right, so let's lift up on that right leg. I'm pulling that up as close as you're comfortable to the shoulder right there. How about that? Can you lift the leg? All right, I'm going to take it out to the side. Press that low back forward, so get into that inner thigh. Just go ahead and let that drop down. But without this happening, keep both hips to the front. Yeah, head over, heart over, pelvis. Drop that toe down right there. All right, arc over. And here's that arc like you've got cactus right here, and you want to lift, the rib cage up and over. Hand on the chair, slide that leg out. I'm going to keep the heel on the ground today. Maybe you want to put the toe. We come into reverse. Wild thing. All right. Now lifting this leg. I'm gonna lift mine up and over. You need to put the foot on the ground, that's fine. And then press that low back forward. Maybe hinge at the hip, forward fold, whatever feels good to you. This foot's gonna stay flexed. Whoa. I haven't been here for a week, so it's tight. Anybody else? I really feel it today. Let's add a little twist. So sitting nice and tall, and then we're going to rotate. Let's start with the rib cage, the shoulders, and then maybe the chin. See how that feels. It feels a little bit different to you. And then come on back to the front nice and slow. You're not spring loaded. Put that foot out in front. Grab hold of the chair. Point the elbows to the back and just lift the heart. Version of reverse plank. Keeping the chin tucked though. And then foot on the ground. And slide down the legs. Look towards the toes. Take a deep breath into the back ribs. And exhale, come back up, but this time bring that left leg with you. And again, up as far as you're comfortable here. Let it travel out to the side a little bit. Holding it there. Extend it out. Take my toe to the ceiling since I have shoes on today. Like that elbow point to the back wall, back of the chair and reach to the ceiling. Yeah. Let that stretch come all the way out of the side from the hip up. It's a great version of Wild Thing if you've ever seen it or done that. It's kind of the sense of being upside down. So you all sort of feel that? All right, release. Let's bring this leg up and over on the ground spine, which you know what? I'm going to do that today. Okay, up and over if you'd like we did on the other side. But I'm going to keep mine here today, just like this. Press that low back forward, sit up tall. And I'm going to add a little twist to it. Ribs, shoulders, head. Slowly return to the front. Let's take that leg out in front. Hold onto the chair. Elbows back. Lift the heart. Keeping the chin tucked. The idea is not to fall back into the chair, but to lift the heart and let it draw you forward. All right. Feet on the ground. Slide down the legs. Look towards the toes. Halfway rise. Heart comes forward. Let's draw the hands back to the thigh muscles right there. So in this position, take your weight on your thigh muscles there. Heart's coming forward. And see if you can just release your shoulders. See if you can just let the back relax in this position here. So I'm really using my arms here to hold me. Breathe deep. And then just push up. Sit nice and tall. We're not going to take that other way. We're just going to stay right there now that we got those discs all pushed back in. Push them out. Give yourself a hug. A little pat. Tuck your chin. Breathe deep. All the way up and around. Now to get to the back of the chair, what I want you to do is lift the one sit bone up and then the other, like you're trying to, like you've got a little grape underneath you right there. You want, oh, I don't want to squish that grape, so I'm going to get it open. Up and over it. Pelvis tuck into the back of the chair. Extend the legs out in front. Movement in the ankles. Wiggle your toes if you can, but let's get the hands going too. So cute to see that. If I have 40 people in class, I have 400 fingers. Isn't that amazing? Lifting up. Come away from the back of the seat. We call this L-sit. Yes, drop your shoulders. Go ahead and bend the elbows. That's okay. And you can lower the legs if you need to. But we call it L-sit. All right, left foot down. Right hand crosses over. I mean, look to the right. The left hand crosses over. All right, let's come right back up. Both feet up again. See if you can get them level there. Drop your shoulders, belly in. Right foot lowers, right hand crosses over. And right back up. Deep breath in. Now push into the back of the seat, open the arms, collapse, and then just sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Again, untangle, unscramble, open, let go, release. Unclench your teeth. Feel the skin soften. Take the deepest breath you've taken. Open your mouth. Eyes open, hands to the heart. Remember, the heart of peace shall give life to the whole body. Namaste.
Namaste.
All right, great work today. I'm going to ask you to stack the chairs, maybe in this neck of the woods, but